Okay, we'll continue our lesson in authentic Yang style Tai Chi, picking up from our last single whip, Dan Bin, into the cloud hands, Wan Cao. So we'll continue from our cloud hand, from our single whip. Okay, so from our single whip position, sink the Qi. You're going to shift right, shift the water, pivot left foot in. So you'll turn, see this arm will come down, relax. And as you pivot the left foot in slightly, this position. Yes, so remember, don't collapse this arm. Yes, so you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this, right? You want to do this. The reason is, remember, you have a wrist and you're chopping across the opponent's body. Yes, and he's grabbing, he's blocking your chop. He's holding your wrist with his left arm. You have his right arm, you're across his chest, he's grabbing there. When he goes to control your arm, he's pressing back on you. Since you're chopping, he's pushing back. So you're going to follow his force. You're still holding. Now, this part of your arm is outside of his right arm. So you're actually controlling his wrist here. He still has you're holding your wrist, but you're using your body's weight shift to control his arm and get this part of your arm to control his upper arm. So you're actually locking on his arm and you're pulling him through here. So as you go in and he catches, you're controlling here. Yeah? So that's why you don't want to drop this arm. The opponent has your arm. Remember, every technique that follows a single whip is a follow-up to that chop. So as he controls your arm, you shift right, pivot left foot in, just turn the arm. Don't drop the arm. Don't let go of that. You're still Pong. Pong means whenever you do Yang style, one side is not empty and one side is full. Your body is full through your whole body is even. Your whole body is a body of water. It must be full and even at all times. Where the mind goes, the Qi goes. So if you empty and limp one side of your body and have fullness on the other side, you've lost the Pong. You've lost the connection of your mind presence through the whole body. As a ball is filled with air, your body pressure is even. Okay, so make sure don't limp one side and full one side. Yes, and Tai Chi is not limp, it's Pong. Pong again is not a technique. Pong is a presence of mind and energy in your body. And there's a relationship to that Pong presence to the concept of Zhang Ding, being open, relaxed, centered, a presence of awareness. Yes, not vertical. Central equilibrium is a core concept of being in center consciously with yourself and everything around you. So from within your body, there's a centeredness within your conscious being. Okay, so from cloud hen, you'll shift right, pivot left foot in slightly, right? Your arm turn. Now when you shift left for your cloud hand, you release this hand, shift left, and sink the Qi. So your cloud hand technique, the wrist is lined up over the knee and foot. So your weight is here, 80%. Right? So that's the technique of cloud hand. So sometimes in Tai Chi, you'll see people just kind of flow through their form. And again, that's not precise. You have to feel, sink the Qi where your technique is. Yes? So from here, when I transition, I'll shift 100% left, step up my right foot, and I'll turn my palms. So this is a transition movement. Now, your foot steps about shoulder width, and then you'll sink on that right foot, As you sink right, this is your cloud hand to the right. So now pause and sink the Qi, and the wrist is lined up over this knee and foot. Now, transition, you'll turn and pick up your leg and step. And then you'll shift left again, sink the Qi left, relax, transition, step up. Shift right, sink the Qi, pause. Feel the technique. See, the stance is different, but the hand position is the same. Now, 100% right, pick up, and remember, don't pop up, stay down. And shift left, sink the Qi. Right? Transition. Now, shift right, sink the Qi. Now, you'll shift back to the left foot and adjust step your right foot. Turn, just bring your right foot forward slightly and turn it. Now, when you shift right, you're concentrating on the edge of this hand. Before you grasp, there's a technique of you're hooking with this hand. Now, as you shift, sink the Qi, drop the elbow, feel sinking the Qi in the right, then grasp. But feel into that hook first as you sink the Qi, then grasp. Relax. Now draw the foot in, step the heel, and single whip. Sink the Qi. Now shift right, pivot left foot in. Just relax this hand. Now shift left and adjust your stance to Wu Ji. Just awareness. Smile inside, feel the peace. And the ha sound. And we'll do a closing movement here. Just feel from your heel, sacrum, up the spine. Inhale. Feel down through your throat to navel, perineum, soul. Coming up the spine. Inhale. And down to Wu Ji. Just awareness. Smile inside. Good. Okay, let's look at that single whip again. Ready? Or the cloud hen. Here we go. So from your cloud hen, shift right, pivot left foot in slightly, lower the arm, turn the arm this way. Shift right, sink the Qi, transition, step up. Shift right, sink the Qi, pause, transition, step out. Shift left, sink the Qi, transition, step up. Shift right, sink the Qi, transition, step out. Left, sink the Qi, transition, step up. Shift right, sink the Qi. Right. Now shift the Qi, sink the Qi left. Adjust step. Shift right and grasp. Sink the Qi. Draw the left foot in, step the heel, and single whip. Sink the Qi. Shift right, pivot left foot in. Shift left, adjust your stance to Wu Ji. Okay? So understand this technique, right? Single whip, you're chopping across the body. He's grabbing your blocking arm. You're going to let him hold there. You're going to control his arm with part of your arm here as you shift right. So as you shift right, you're pulling him, making his body go that way. Yes? And then when you go here, you see that's the opposite direction, right? So if I'm going here and then he pushes on me, I pull him this way, his psychological response will be to pull away. So then this becomes striking with the elbow form or chop, almost going back into a single whip technique. So as he's here, he's controlling, and then you pull him here, he pulls back, and you follow. So, and again, some techniques in Tai Chi are repeated 3 times for the sake of the practice of the technique, right and left motion. So the cloud hand technique has some offensive application and some defensive application that you will see in the more advanced sequences of the Yang style authentic practice. Okay, so, and again, so as you go here, this follows back up through here, right? So the technique of cloud hand builds off of this into this and this. Okay, and within cloud hands is also defensive. It's a ward off, almost like your ward off going this way, right? Your ward off changes from this hand to this hand. Your cloud hand also changes from this hand to this hand. Means it has it's taking position here and also anything coming here all the way out here. So that whole sequence of cloud hands has a relationship to the technique of ward off, right? Again, it covers from here to out here. This one covers from here to out here. Okay, but from the single whip, the technique is going from here to here. So whether this is elbowing or chopping from the opponent, once you pull him here, you're using your body, get the ging, the power, to return. So the technique would be here, like that. Okay? Again, so when you do cloud hand, you're training this. Okay? Like that. Okay, and up to that single whip, we close. So this is the, up to here is the, what we consider our short form practice. So students will usually spend about 6 months practicing up to this point, or just practicing to this point, and that becomes their daily Tai Chi practice. And I hope you enjoy learning, and hope you're benefiting some better understanding of Yang style and Tai Chi itself. Again, you're moving slow and mindful to still your mind. The foundation of Tai Chi is your mind, getting your mind pure. Everything comes from a pure mind. All of your development will be based on your mind becoming pure and you letting go of negative thoughts, feelings, letting go of your ego, letting go of the self that thinks and knows. Your true self is not your thinking self. Your thinking self is your ego, your lower soul. So once you do a meditative practice of stilling your thinking self, you may become aware of a different aspect of your being, where peace is, where joy is, where real knowing is. So there's an aspect in Tai Chi and Daoist cultivation of what's true. So what you think is not what's true. When your mind becomes pure, you may become to know what's true and what's real. But your thinking that something is true and real does not make it true and real. But as you get to your pure mind, your pure nature, you find that everything is just is. So you're not in a non-dualistic state of knowing or this is real or this is false. So anyway, so I hope that you benefit and understand the foundation of Tai Chi is Wu Ji. Wu Ji means no thing. Wu Ji also represents being open, awareness, and relaxed, not thinking. Our true nature, our spirit is awareness, it's not thinking. Our yin side is our thinking, our body, consciousness. We must cultivate our non-thinking self, our spirit, our essence, to experience our ultimate existence of a being. Again, emptiness is peace. Peace is the foundation of joy and your well-being, mentally, physically, spiritually. I hope you enjoy the learning with me and will pursue to continue to learn with me. Thank you.